Coming up on the list, don't fall for Father's Day sales. 3 truly surprising deals to save you serious cash in June. Plus, break up with those old wedding traditions and saw a log instead. But first, stop those annoying robocalls once and for all at the top of our list. Every month, nearly 2.4 billion robocalls are made, and while you might think they're just a nuisance, over the years they've swindled people out of over $54 million. Surprisingly, not answering the phone isn't always the best answer. So how do you fight back? Robocall resistance is at the top of the list. Robocalls are everything you don't want in your life. Solicitors.
Press 1 now to receive a medical alarm at no cost.
Scammers.
I only charge $100 when I get you an actual sold job.
And politicians.
Vote for Frank Schmuck, Legislative District 18.
And according to Jan Volsky, the VP of Data at Haya, you can expect more of these calls blowing up your phone.
Haya provides call identification and unwanted call protection services. We are estimating that about between 10 and 15% of all the phone calls that people receive in this country are actually unwanted. And that includes robocalls.
So to fight back, you first need to understand how they're getting your number.
If you ever happen to sell, an old sofa or a bicycle on Craigslist, you will very likely end up on a list if you ended up putting your mobile phone number on that Craigslist ad.
And remember all those data breaches? Turns out they also leaked your number.
Very valid and validated accurate phone numbers.
Next, be aware of the scams that are out there, like the "Do you hear me" hoax.
The number one purpose for these phone calls is to validate that this phone number is live and it's been responded to. Other information that's getting out through these phone calls, which is probably, the gender of the person that is answering, maybe even the age.
Which could potentially lead to targeted future scams. But one to be aware of right now is callers claiming to be from the IRS.
This call is officially a final notice from IRS.
We have seen different flavors of this. In all of these cases, scammers are trying to go after your money and they're impersonating whoever they have to.
And unfortunately, not answering the phone won't stop them. So protect yourself with tech.
So subscribe to a service, get an app or something.
Free apps such as Haya and Truecaller will filter out unwanted calls and help you to decide whether to pick up by providing more info about the caller.
Truecaller shows us who's calling.
Hello? Great.
So we're available for the important calls.
And finally, if you're looking for a little payback, how about some robo-revenge? Jolly Roger Telephone Company lets you transfer telemarketer calls to a robot who turns the tables on the villains.
I'm so sorry. These kids, I swear they're caged animals. One took his diaper off and put it on the other one's head. Can you believe it? He's running around with no diaper.
The service costs $8 for 200 minutes or $2 a month for unlimited use, but includes a whole lot of chuckles as scammers try to talk to it.
This is what I'm dealing with here. Keep going. I'm so sorry. You were saying?
Yes, do you know the value of your home?
No matter how you deal with these calls, keep informed and protect yourself.
If a lot of people are starting to use protection services, the window in which those scammers can operate gets slimmer and slimmer, and maybe ultimately we are successful where they move on.
Saying hasta la vista to robocalls is on the top of the list.
Those evil robots want you to spend money, but thankfully Jimmy Rhodes wants to help you save it, which is why he put together a list of the best things to buy in the month of June. Hey Jimmy, what's the deal?
June's the first official month of summer. That means sunburns, mosquito bites, and high AC bills. Yeah, I'm an optimist. Our pal Kyle James from Rather Be Shopping has a better spin.
As we enter June, the weather heats up and there's some really good deals to be had.
Here are 3 June deals you won't want to miss. First up, lingerie.
It's the Victoria's Secret semi-annual sale.
Victoria's Secret, they have a semi-annual sale. It almost always falls in June.
Just in time for Father's Day, if you know what I mean.
Shop late in the month. Typically, they have excess inventory. They're really going to start marking things down.
As in 50 to 70% off. Next, a stereotypical deal aimed at dads, power tools.
Stuff Dad would buy himself if he knew about it.
A lot of your big box home improvement stores, your Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware, they're going to start rolling out some really good Father's Day sales. And they go right through the month.
Show Dad you're his biggest fan.
The last June deal's a little odd until you think about it. Look for dishes and flatware.
A lot of retailers are taking advantage of the graduation season and the wedding season, and so they're really throwing out some really attractive promotions. So if you're in the market for a new set of dishes or silverware, June's a great time to go in and save 40-50% off to see at stores like Macy's or online at Pfaltzgraff and Mikasa.
Finally, quick warning, don't be fooled by Father's Day prices for items that will be more deeply discounted during end of summer sales.
Whether it's camping gear, whether it's a new barbecue or amazing outdoor furniture, if you can wait until the end of the season, you can really score some good clearance deals on that.
So shop smart. Getting your best buys in June is what's the deal.
More daylight and less crowds. June is also a great time to travel, but there's no guarantee there won't be mishaps along the way. So a good start to your vacay is packing a stress-free carry-on. Lindsay Granger unpacks a few tricks on the lowdown.
Airlines collect billions of dollars in baggage fees every year, and most of us pony up the cash because we don't think we'll get away with just a carry-on.
It's a very frantic kind of process, and it doesn't have to be.
Author of How to Pack, Hitha Palapu, and I stopped by the Valley Ho Hotel in Phoenix, where we packed the perfect bag to save both money and time. First up, know what to roll and what to fold.
For bottoms and dresses, I'm all about rolling because I feel like they're going to conserve the most amount of space and you can really get them tightly put in there.
Pro tip. Fellas, borrow your lady's hair tie to hold bulky jeans in place. Know that all shirts get folded and collared shirts have a special trick.
What we'll do is we'll take our smaller items, underwear, socks, and stuff it inside the shirt so you don't get the collar ever crushed.
Another way to pack like a pro, know that it's all about order.
What goes in first, what goes in last, how do you know?
It's biggest first, smallest last. I have a rule, it's 3 shoes for every trip. Period.
Hitha recommends a small shoe bag to keep what's on the bottom of your shoes off your clothes.
It fits perfectly in here.
Next, add your bigger clothes and smaller shirts.
And then underwear can kind of fill in the gaps in other spaces.
Think of it as suitcase Tetris. And finally, maximize the use of your personal item, like a backpack or briefcase.
This is the item that has everything you could need at any given point. So it's not just your phone and your wallet, but it's also your beauty products, it's your medication. I really never go anywhere without my computer. Chargers, never leave home without it.
Then your headphones, wallet, and your liquids bag. Keeping liquids in your personal item makes it easier when taking them out in the security line.
I never pack so efficiently, and I'm going to definitely use these tips, so I thank you so much.
I'm so glad, yes.
Keeping calm and carrying on the lowdown.
Now that you know how to pack, you're ready for all those summer weddings.
That's right, and with weddings comes tradition.
Yeah, like flower girls,
bouquet toss, cake cutting.
But a new article in Pure Wow breaks down wedding traditions in other parts of the world that are being adopted everywhere. First up, a tradition from the Philippines. Be forewarned, you might need to take cover because this wedding ceremony includes sending off a pair of white doves.
And you know, I don't really think any bird droppings in my hair would go with any dress that I have worn to any wedding.
Not sexy at all, but the symbolism is cool though. The birds signify a harmonious and peaceful relationship.
Lovely, I still wouldn't take the risk. Second, a German custom where you're actually put to work on your special day.
At the end of the ceremony, the couple saws a log together.
Because nothing spruces up a wedding dress quite like some sweat and sawdust.
This tradition is pretty cool too. It signifies the first obstacle, and the sawing means they have overcome it together.
Third on our list, a Guatemalan tradition where they get their groove on.
Yeah, instead of walking down the aisle, brides dance down.
Now this is a good way to get the celebration started early. Why wait for the reception, am I right?
I'm with you.
The bridal party got in on the action too. Check out their choreographed moves from Dream Wild.
Love it. And not to be outdone, the groom was able to dance down with his parents on either arm. Nice job. I'm taking notes.
Good to know. For more wedding traditions from around the world, head over to thelisttv.com.
And that's our Buzz List.
Get this. In 1955, admission into Disneyland was only $1. Coming up next, you'll pay way more than $1, but Disneyland's newest ride is totally worth it. Plus, become a wine expert in 3 easy sips. And the Scripps National Spelling Bee by the numbers. Stay tuned. There's more coming up next on the list.
Time to say goodbye to May and hello to June, meaning hello to new movies to stream. A look at some of your favorites that are headed to Netflix Amazon and Hulu on the hot list.
Welcome to Harvard.
And welcome to the first movie available to stream very soon, Legally Blonde.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Reese Witherspoon stars in this fun 2001 comedy as Elle Woods. It's all about what happens when a blonde decides to belly up to the bar exam.
You got into Harvard Law?
What, like it's hard?
Yes, of course it is. Coming to Hulu June 1st, Elle will inspire you to go after your dreams, or at least to relax and laugh a little.
Do you have a resume? It's pink.
And it's scented. I think it gives it a little something extra.
Now on to another comedy coming to Hulu, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective at number 2.
Yes! Yes!
Jim Carrey stars in and co-wrote this 1994 flick about a stolen dolphin and the one man who can track it down.
I'm ready to go in, Coach. Just give me a chance.
This movie is packed with one-liners you and your kids are sure to be imitating.
Alrighty then.
But it's not just comedy heading to the streaming services.
Take care now. Bye-bye then.
The 2001 heist film Ocean's 11 is at number 3.
You want to knock over a casino? 3 casinos?
The hunt for cash gets interesting in this 2001 movie, which has so many A-listers, it looks like a red carpet masquerading as a film. Matt Damon, George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Julia Roberts, Don Cheadle, and Andy Garcia for starters.
Exactly.
It's new to Amazon next week, as is the sequel, Ocean's 12. Watch both and get excited for next year's female-led spin-off called Ocean's 8. Then start planning a summer vacation for...
Vegas, huh?
Vegas?
Vegas. Fantastic.
And you probably know the ending to our next movie, even if you haven't seen it in years. The Sixth Sense is at number 4.
I see dead people.
The iconic line, the crazy twist ending. Now, we won't spoil this 1999 Bruce Willis supernatural thriller, but even if you have seen it already, it's worth rewatching.
You have to add some twists and stuff.
It's new to Netflix tomorrow, so grab the popcorn and be prepared to be seriously creeped out.
You understand?
Yes, we do. A stream of great movies on the hot list.
While Haley Joel Osment is seeing dead people, most of us would rather listen to some lively tunes. And we are rather excited by some of the cool new earbuds we've seen lately. Headphones that will blow your mind on the tech list.
Time to hear the world in a whole new light. At number 1, Accent Wear. Headphones that are for feline fanatics. The cat ears on top are actual speakers so you can blare your music out loud. Plus, it comes in bold colours.
These are the LED lights that show up to be the color that you choose. We're going to have a couple of options.
Options like blue, purple, green and red. These go for $100.
Now, if you'd rather not look like a bobcat while you're head bobbing, this next one makes you look smart. And it sings to you.
At number 2, Zungle. A set of sunglasses that double as headphones.
Wow.
Oh, my knee. I need these.
Even though you don't hear music, they do, because these headphones use bone conduction speakers to pipe tunes directly into your noggin.
That's like really good sound, too. The music very, very clearly as well.
They connect to your smartphone via Bluetooth, and since it has a mic, you can answer calls on it too. They're available to pre-order for $119. Plans are to ship in June.
And headsets built into eyeglasses aren't the only ones with a visual component, because these last set of earbuds are great for you night owls.
And at number 3, Glow. These headphones use a laser-powered fiber optic cable to outshine the competition.
It's actually pretty flexible, and it's not going to get tangled in your pocket.
They come in red, green or blue, and you can set them to pulse to your music or your heart rate. These go for $169. For all the info on these products, head on over to thelisttv.com. Funky ways to pump sick beats on our tech list.
And while you're listening to music, a lot of people are hearing the buzz of a bee. The Scripps National Spelling Bee started today, and contestants, just a heads up, in the 89 previous bees, the most frequently asked word has been connoisseur. Let's look at the bee by the numbers.
It's that time of year again. Can you hear the buzz?
More than 11 million students vie for the chance to be one of the 285 participants in the Scripps National Spelling Bee.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
You must be in the 8th grade or younger to compete, so kids learn to spell and they get their first taste of ageism.
What's up, Doc?
5 is the age of the youngest person ever to qualify for the national competition. Edith Fuller of Tulsa, Oklahoma, is a contestant in this year's event.
Will you please give me the definition?
Though she turned 6 before the event started. How do you spell prodigy?
I'm going to D.C.
Two most well-known people to make the finals: former Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke and Justin Timberlake, who lost when he misspelled the word wharf.
That is correct.
Yes! $40,000 in cash is the first prize, along with a trophy, a bunch of reference materials, and an all-expense-paid trip to New York to appear on Live with Kelly and Ryan.
That's really funny.
Could you please repeat the word?
There's one question you can't ask the judges.
How do you spell that?
470,000 words are contained in the Bee's official dictionary, Webster's third new international dictionary. So just remember those and you'll do okay.
I know it. I know it. I totally know it.
2 minutes is how long kids have to spell a word once it's pronounced. The timing device, a traffic light, shows green for 75 seconds, followed by 15 seconds of yellow and 30 of red. 0 words are allowed if officials think there could be a giggle factor, as they say. A word like titillation might cause a 6th, 7th, or 8th grader to giggle. Of course, some words do it anyway.
Sardoodle-dum.
Sardoodle.
And that's the Scripps National Spelling Bee, the contest that's all about letters by the numbers.
Now on thelisttv.com.
So everybody knows in the back of your car you're supposed to have a first aid kit and a bottle of water in case something happens. But here are 3 things you probably never consider that should be in your trunk as well. First up, a pair of gloves. In case there's broken glass, in case there's something really hot that you have to touch, these things could literally save your life. Super small, easy to pack, really cheap. Everybody knows you should have jumper cables, but come on, look at these things. They're huge, but I go red and then black and then black and red, disconnect. It's confusing. So try something like this. It's a lithium-ion battery that plugs right onto your battery and can jump pretty much any vehicle. Plus, it's got a light on the front and you can charge your phone off of this as well. Pretty convenient. And last but definitely not least, a poncho. I know, you're thinking that's ridiculous. No, if it's raining outside, if you're waiting on AAA, if you have to seek cover somewhere else, this thing could be the difference between dripping wet cotton clothes that get cold and hurt you, or staying dry and happy.
For the latest trends, DIY, and life hacks, go to thelisttv.com.
There are all kinds of devices to enhance the wine drinking experience, but sometimes the best gadget is your noggin. If you think wine tasting is just swirl, sniff, and sip, think again. Time to train those senses so you can be a cork dork on the lowdown. Not everybody has the time or the money to become a wine expert. Luckily, Bianca Bosker, author of Cork Dork, gave us 3 tips to improve how we taste wine.
This is less a journey from grape to glass and more a journey from glass to gullet.
First, listen to your nose.
What does your shampoo smell like? When you think about like the mint when you brush your teeth, you have to build up this sense memory, this library of odors.
Taking the time to actually think about how something smells will make it easier to recognize it the next time you swirl the glass before taking a drink. Next tip, taste the world around you. That means wine with friends in the country might taste different than wine in a loud bar because our surroundings change how we feel.
What's delicious is often not just the fermented grape juice in a bottle. That can taste good to us because of the people that we're with, because of the music that we're listening to, or how great we think the bottle is going into it.
Bring the wine to life. The next time you're drinking wine with friends, bust out the fruit and spices.
So we all hear about wine that supposedly tastes like green bell pepper, black pepper, raspberries. Well, bring those things. Put those out along with the wine and smell them while you're drinking. You can get an argument over whether they're really in the wine or not.
Drinking life by the bottle on the lowdown.
Now on the list, 4 delicious meals using waffle fries. 1. Instead of hash browns with your breakfast, use fries. 2. For lunch, try using waffle fries as slider buns. 3. Swap out the croutons in your salad with fries for a tasty twist. And 4. Don't forget about dessert. Waffle fries tossed with cinnamon, sugar, and honey, topped with whipped cream. Yum! For the latest trends, DIY, and life hacks, go to thelisttv.com.
Get the List app right now. Access awesome hacks, DIY projects, and every list you need to simplify your life. Just search the List TV in the App Store and Google Play.
On the next list, 1. The Budget Body Detox. Everything you need for a pound shedding cleanse at just $50 a week. 2. Techie tents to turn your camping adventure into a luxury. And 3. Bling out your food by cooking with gold. It looks great and it's surprisingly affordable. All that on tomorrow's list.
All right, guys, get ready for a thrill. The new Guardians of the Galaxy ride just opened at Disney's California Adventure Park, and based on this footage, it's going to make you scream on the viral list.
This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Us too. Guardians of the Galaxy not only has 2 hit movies, they have a theme park ride called Mission Breakout, which replaces the Tower of Terror in California. But worry not, it's pretty much the same thing, just with the Guardians involved.
You got clearance, let's roll!
Go up in an elevator, see and hear from the characters, and then, most importantly, drop.
This is so cool!
See the whole InsideTheMagic.com video and check out other amazing new theme park rides on thelisttv.com. Going on the ride of your life on the viral list.
Wow, that looks like a ton of fun. You guys want to go?
Yeah, well, actually, I'm going to hold out for the petting zoo with Rocket Raccoon.
Definitely a little tamer, especially right now, all right? Thanks for watching, everybody.
We'll see you tomorrow.